Welcome to Random Topics, the show where we make a half-hearted attempt to infotain you with semi-interesting, unrelated random topics in the categories of arts, science, history, and geography. I'm Mac.
And I'm Chris.
And today's topics are, in arts, we have polka dots.
In science, we have sleep paralysis.
In history, we have the Great Vowel Shift.
In geography, we have Gothenburg, Sweden.
Well, it sounds like we have a great show lined up for today. But first, Chris, what are we drinking?
We are drinking Block Party, which is an amber ale brewed by Carbon 4, which is based in Madison, Wisconsin. And
I've already tasted it a little bit, as you can.
Yeah, and Carbon 4 is spelled K-A-R-B-E-N.
Which is not the correct way to spell carbon. Bunch of derelicts over there in Madison, Wisconsin.
Yeah, it's known for being a poorly educated, poor spelling city.
Yeah. I don't mean to knock them. It's good.
Yeah,
it's good.
It tastes good.
It's good. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, let's jump right in.
Okay.
In arts, I want to talk about polka dots because they just don't get their due.
Yeah.
And the first thing to know about polka dots is they're not spots. Polka dots have to be uniform in size and uniform in distance from one another.
Is there someone who measures to make sure that nothing is being
the polka dot police will get you.
Mislabeled or something?
Yeah. No, things are mislabeled actually, for sure. I think Marvel had like a polka dot man was like one of their superheroes, and it actually wasn't polka dots, it was spots because the spots were not uniform.
Okay.
So busted. Sorry to call you out. I hope we don't get sued by Marvel.
I don't know.
And they still haven't made the Polka Dot Man movie yet.
No.
They might be sitting on that one for a while.
They plan them out a lot of years in advance.
Yeah.
That might be like coming up.
Yeah. What else can I say about polka dots? It became popular as a clothing pattern in the UK in the 1800s. And it has nothing to do with the dance, which is why I looked it up, because I was like, polka dots, the polka.
Yeah.
What's the connection?
That would make sense.
The connection is purely temporal. Like, it's just because polka was wildly popular and this new pattern came around at the same time and they called it polka dots. And polka dots, that's not the only product or thing that was named after the polka simply because it was getting popular around the same time. There's also something called a polka hat, polka gauze, polka curtain band, and none of these things have anything to do with the dance. But these things are also not popular today, like polka dots.
Yeah.
Polka dots aren't popular today, but they're still around, right?
They're a big deal.
But nobody knows what a polka hat is, right?
No, probably.
And I'm so lazy, I didn't even look it up, so I couldn't tell you what it looks like. You'd think I would have like Googled, oh, polka hat, what's that look like? But I didn't. Maybe one of our viewers will and post something in the comments about the polka hat.
Yeah, more
Take a selfie with your polka hat. That's the real test. Like, do they physically still exist? I'm sure there are photos.
Yeah.
Do you like polka dots?
No, they seem, I don't know if I'd be able to pull them off.
I've never seen you wear, I think you could wear like black shirt with white polka dots with like a big like 70s collar.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe.
All right, let's talk science.
Well, I'm going to talk about sleep paralysis, which is an inability to move or speak or react while you're in this state that's between sleeping and wakefulness. Has something to do with when you're...
I don't ever speak or react while I'm asleep, though.
Yeah.
Do I have sleep paralysis?
Are you in a state between sleep and wakefulness?
I think I'm just asleep.
Yeah. So that could be part of it. But it happens when you, for whatever reason, you're in your REM sleep, that part of your sleeping, but then you like wake up suddenly and your body is really confused. And so normally this thing called atonia keeps you from acting out your dreams. And
is it like a hormone or something, or chemical?
No, I think that is just the name of it, but there are like processes that are involved, I imagine.
Okay.
But when this happens...
You imagine.
I know, I'm imagining a lot of this because
You're not a sleep expert, huh?
No, I'm not a scientist.
And you never claim to be.
No, I don't anymore. and it can happen. There are two kinds. It can happen like right when you're falling asleep or when you're waking up or something like that. But based on what people have described when this has happened to them, it's often accompanied by hallucinations. So there's this intruder maybe in the room, and it's like, you know, really frightening because it's like, who's this intruder? Or it's like an incubus or demon, and you hear like a demon voice. Yeah. Very scary. Some researchers think that a lot of like maybe alien abduction stories might have this might be the source of that. Yeah. Sleep paralysis. And when I learned that from Wikipedia, it was kind of disappointing because I like science fiction, and I would like for science fiction to be science, you know? Yeah.
That pesky fiction part of it, though.
Yeah. They attribute it to disruptions in sleeping patterns. So if you have insomnia or other sleep disorders, you might be more likely to experience sleep paralysis.
Well, do you want to talk about something that's not frightening at all?
Yes, please.
Okay. Let's move to history and talk about something. I just love the name of it. It's called the Great Vowel Shift.
Is it great?
It is, and it really is about vowels. This topic really excites me. Between 1350 and 1600, the years, English was in the Middle English phase. And during that time period, all vowels changed their pronunciation. And it occurred while, at the same time, that English spelling was being standardized across like the English-speaking world. And so a lot of linguists think that that's responsible for English being so weird in terms of spelling and phonetics, and how, you know, some of the peculiarities there. And so I have a couple of examples, like the word B-I-T-E would have been pronounced beat.
Okay.
But during the Great Vowel Shift, it turned to bite. And out, O-U-T, went from oot to out. But Canadians didn't get the memo.
Oh, no.
Because they still say oot. So I don't know, it seems kind of crazy to me.
Yeah.
Okay, that's all. Let's talk geography.
I'm going to talk about Gothenburg, Sweden now.
Okay.
And it's famous for...
Well, wait, how do you spell it?
Gothenburg, I believe.
Is it, that's the second largest city in Sweden?
It's the second largest city in Sweden. You knew that.
That's pretty much what I know about it.
It has a population of around 550,000.
Okay.
It's founded in 1621. And it's the largest port in the Nordic countries, according to Wikipedia.
Okay.
And it's known for a few things. One thing is called the Gothia Cup, which is the largest football, and by that I mean soccer,
football, yes,
tournament in the world. And so I think recently...
Wait, what?
Yeah, so 35,000 people played a few years ago. Okay. And they were like...
See, when people say like largest, biggest, it's like in terms of what? Obviously it's not bigger than the World Cup in terms of popularity, right?
Well, I mean in terms of how many people actually play.
Participation.
Yeah.
Okay, okay.
Also, there are a few companies that have offices there. Ericsson, Volvo. And also they're known for music. So there's some like indie artists like Jens Lekman or The Knife, and they're from that area. But what they're, to me, most famous for musically is melodic death metal is thought to have started there. Or it's also known as the Gothenburg sound. Yeah. So bands like In Flames or Dark Tranquillity, they're from that area. And so that's what sparked my interest in Gothenburg because of my great love for those bands.
Yeah, I kind of missed the boat on that. Yeah. Yeah. I was so drunk I can't remember.
Yeah, it was. And people don't like In Flames' newer material, so I guess it depends where you fall on that spectrum.
Okay. Well, I don't even know what you're talking about now, so I'm gonna go ahead and put a wrap on this.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's probably a good time to do that.
That was geography, right? There's no more topics that we need to do for this show.
Nope.
Thank God. All right. Well, thanks for watching. Make sure you share us on all your favorite social media sites and your second favorite social media sites.
Mm-hmm.
Spread the word, 'cause we want to make money, don't we?
Yeah, or at least notoriety.
Yeah. I need like enough to be happening with this show that my wife will let me keep doing it. So any little bit helps. But thanks for watching, and watch us again in the future, and we'll see you then.